One bone, two bones, many bones. The universal blueprint for every limb. Meet Acanthostega. It looks like a newt, but it's fully aquatic. Look closely at the feet. Not 5 toes, but 8. These limbs weren't for walking on land. They were for navigating swampy mazes. Then came Ichthyostega, a true walker, hauling itself onto the mud. Nature was still experimenting. This one had 7 toes. Shoulders detached to create a neck. Hips fused to the spine for power. On land, gravity is the enemy. Every step was a weightlifting feat.
Why digits? To grip the slippery mud and push forward.
Fish skin dries out. They needed a new, tougher, waterproof barrier. Limbs offered an escape route that fins never could. The land offered heat. Basking energized their metabolism.
8, 7, 6. Finally, nature settled. Your hand holding this device? It's a modified fish fin.
One small step for a fish. One giant leap for life on Earth.
The shorelines of the Carboniferous. Here, life makes a momentous choice.
Gravity is a harsh mistress. Every step is a battle against their own weight.
To survive crushing gravity, their ribs evolved into a rigid, interlocking cage.
But the air is dry. Without water, their skin cracks, and death follows quickly. Yet, hunger drives them on. A clumsy lunge, but on land, it's enough.
Unable to suck food like fish, they must let gravity do the work.
The water is still ruled by monsters. Land offers a muddy sanctuary.
Here, for the first time, a voice calls out across the ancient air.
But they are tethered. To breed, they must return to the water.
Their eggs have no shell. On land, they would dry out and die. They start life as fish, breathing through gills, prisoners of the pond. Then, a gap in the fossil record. Millions of years of silence.
In the silence, they were listening.
Amphibians. Creatures of a double life. The bridge between two worlds. They conquered the ground. But above them, something else was taking wing.
For millions of years, life was confined to the killing fields of the forest floor. But on the backs of some, strange plates began to emerge. Solar panels? Or gliders? Became a glide. A way to travel further, to stay safe. Then, muscles attached to these plates. Evolution repurposed them into engines. And finally, liftoff. The shackles of gravity were broken. It's time, a creature looked down upon the world. The monsters below were just specks. Up here, a virgin feast awaited. High-energy spores that no one else could reach. Predators were left baffled. The third dimension was the ultimate escape route. Populations exploded. The sky became a highway for mating and migration. They mastered two worlds, childhood in the water, adulthood in the air. Fueled by record-breaking oxygen levels, they flew faster and longer than anything today. The silence of the Carboniferous was broken. The air began to hum. An accidental partnership began. They carried spores across the forest, connecting the world. No birds, no bats, no pterosaurs. For now, the sky belonged only to them. The sky was open, and soon, the true giants would rise to claim it.
Silence falls upon the reefs, once vibrant cities of life, now ghost towns of bleached bone. The armored giants, unable to adapt, sink into the suffocating dark. The reign of the monster fish ends. From the poles, death comes as ice. Glaciers march into the tropics, stealing the warmth. Thermal shock paralyzes the tropical swimmers. They drift like fallen leaves in the cooling currents. The foundation crumbles, plankton die, and the entire food web collapses from the bottom up. While giants fall, the small and swift endure. Sharks seize the opportunity to inherit the seas. Buried in black mud, their reign becomes a geological layer, a dark line in the history of stone. The greatest reef system the world has ever seen crumbles into dust, lost for millions of years. The diversity of the trilobites is pruned away. Only the simplest forms manage to cling to existence. On land, the great forests wither. The cold grip of extinction reaches even the roots of the earth. Entire genetic lineages vanish. Unique biological designs are erased, never to be seen again.
Our ancestors, the first walkers, retreat to the few remaining warm pools, fighting to survive the long winter.
A long, dark night descends. The age of the armored giants is over. The ocean waits for its new kings. The storm has passed, but the world it left behind, the armored giants are gone. The ocean is an empty stage, waiting for new actors.
Nature abhors a vacuum. Small, agile, ray-finned fish explode in numbers to fill the void.
And the sharks? They enter their golden age. Weird, wonderful forms like Stethocanthus rule the waves.
On land, a mystery. For 15 million years, the fossil record goes dark. Romer's Gap. Oxygen levels have plummeted. The air is thin. Life moves in slow motion. But in the shadows, a redesign is happening. Fins are becoming feet. True feet. Survival belongs to the small. Tiny ancestors of modern amphibians hide in the leaf litter. The forests return. Not as rainforests yet, but a green army reclaiming the scorched earth. With no large predators to eat them, insects take to the skies in safety. And then, the ultimate breakthrough. An egg that doesn't dry out. The amniote egg. Dead plants pile up in stagnant swamps, layer upon layer. The coal factories are opening. Life retreats from the dangerous oceans to the rivers. A nursery for the next revolution. The gap ends with a single, firm step. Pedipus. Walking, not dragging. The recovery is complete. The stage is set. The Carboniferous is coming.